pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can I get the bank balance, please?
Yes. General, $662,502.65. Sewer general, $262,707.80. Municipal, $17,889.86. Corrections, $4,289.12. Cash bond, $6,231.23. Judicial, $5,543.18. 4 and 5 cent, $28,942.39. 7 cent, $6,710.51. Rebuild Alabama, $56,913.23. Sewer customer deposits, $36,797.31. Sewer capital, $404,687.82. CDB grants, $34.08. American Rescue Plan Act, $68,962.07. Capital savings, $27,485.95, for a grand total of $1,589,697.20.
All right, do I have a motion to accept the bank balances and minutes as written?
Motion.
Got a motion from Larry, to have a second?
Second.
Second from Terry, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, so go through the agenda items. We've got ordinance number 23-001. Christie, you want to explain that?
I'm going to defer to Teresa.
Okay, Teresa.
When this ordinance was originally written, we put in the issuance fee as being $12 to prevent that from having to be changed every time that the state changes issuance fees. And this year they did. They increased it to where we could go up to $14 for issuance fees. And that's already been covered in a blanket ordinance. So this one still had it listed as a $12 flat issuance fee. So we are asking to just change, amend, update, if you will, ordinance. What was the original ordinance number, Christie? I don't remember.
21-005.
Okay. Amend that one to be 21-001, leaving the issuance fee posted as just plus the current issue fee, whatever it is of that year. Because the state can change it every 5 years.
We're going to a flat fee of $100.
Well, it's a flat fee of $100, and then per unit is $20 per unit. And then the issuance fee is whatever the current issue fee at that time
But
is.
this is no change on those fees. That's already been in place.
Right. The fees are not changing. It's just that we're taking off the issuance fee being locked in on this one at $12, where the state has now gone across the board that we increased to $14 for issuance fees for business licenses.
Okay.
And that's for all business license except delivery business license. Those are still 10.
One question, just wording. Should that be plus current state issuance fee?
No.
No, okay. I just wasn't sure.
The state does make the number that we can do, but we could do as low as $5 if we wanted to.
Okay.
It's just they give us permission to charge up to 14, so we charge 14.
No, okay, that makes sense then. Okay. So it's not, it's our,
It's our
Issuance
issuance
fee.
fee that we have to follow their regulation of that fee.
and we passed something that says that we follow state, is that what we did before?
Yes.
We did.
That's back in the fall.
Then it makes sense. Thank you.
All right, any other questions, comments? Do I have a motion to consider ordinance number 23-001?
Motion to be considered.
Got a motion to consider from Tim, do I have a second? Second from James, all in favor? Do I have a motion to adopt ordinance number 23-001?
Motion.
Got a motion from Larry, do I have a second? Second from Terry, all in favor? Then we have resolution 23-001. So this says that think they're gonna take tax withholding out of our huge checks we get every month, which I'm good with.
This came up in the last conference that I attended by one of the league attorneys, saying that, you're supposed to be on payroll, and you're supposed to be having taxes withheld. And I was like, whoa, wait, what? And several of us were in the same, and they said it is the IRS preferred way to treat public officials, elected and public officials. I talked to our accountant, and he stated the same, that it is the preferred way. Talked to Mayor, and he also agrees that that's the way it should be. So here we are.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with a whopping $40 a month by the time they take tax out. That's what I'm sitting here thinking. We pay my own taxes every year, but if we have to, we have to.
Yeah.
Really taking some, all of us pay Social Security, Medicare tax.
This will be taking taxes out. Of course, there'll be the city the city will have to pay their portion of it as well.
For some reason, I think once we reach retirement, some of that we didn't have to pay anymore. Am I wrong on that?
I mean, I'm just reading the statements from the IRS, which I included in your packets. It basically says that you will be subject to federal, Social Security, and Medicare taxes.
But if you've got an exemption based on your age and you don't have to pay it anymore, you wouldn't be
That's
paying
what I was
it.
asking.
If you do, then I
I
mean,
was thinking, once you reach that age, your Social Security is based off of your last 5 or 7 years of your income, once you retire. And then once you get a certain age, you can make anything you want beyond that, but until then, you're penalized. So paying anything more into Social Security won't benefit us at all. It won't
I'll
change
find
that.
out from our accountant how to do, in your case, like how to do that, but,
I'm thinking ours is locked in at
Okay.
that point. I know people who semi-retired before they're actually retired and really realize that their Social Security was almost nothing because they base it off the last 5.
so anyone who has that situation, I'll make sure to work with the accountant to make sure it's done correctly. It's no problem.
I agree we've got to do it.
Yes,
I
sir.
know that some of that stuff, it no longer benefits us to pay anything into it because we never see it back.
Yes, sir.
Any other discussion, comments? Do I have a motion to approve resolution 23-001?
Motion.
Motion from Tim, do I have a second?
Second.
Second from Terry, all in favor? Tim, you got anything for us?
No, sir.
Teresa?
Just business license and sewer, that's my day, every day.
Okay. That'll be nice.
I issued 44 business licenses today, and of the 60 letters that I sent out telling people that they were in the cutoff danger zone, I've had 22 out of the 60 that have paid their bills. So,
That's good. It's better than nothing. That's good. Thank you. Brandy, glad to see you back.
I'm glad to be back, sir.
You got anything for us?
Oh, no, I was a week behind. I was able to, today they signed me up with the AOC so that I can get my annual report actually in. But yeah, it's good to be back. But I was able to make sure that the court system continued on even in my absence. I got to work at home, and that is such a blessing to be able to have that benefit.
I understand. Some of us don't have that benefit anymore. Do we, James? Bruce, you got anything?
We're moving forward with getting the new trucks up and running, and we're soliciting bids for the lighting packages and lettering, and hopefully we'll be moving forward on that. And I've got the tops ordered, so we're making progress on that end. We're still answering calls.
All right. Christie, you got anything?
No, thanks to Teresa for helping Brandy last week pitch hit here, trying to take care of the people that came in. And And we are glad to have her back and just staying busy. Have our audit scheduled for the last week of January. Just lots going on.
Thank you. CT, you got anything?
Everything's good.
Chief, you got anything?
I would like for everybody to kind of think of some, I would like for us to start doing a, alarm system permit. You know, most cities and towns around the state do that now. I don't know exactly what they're charging, but I'm gonna look into that if that's okay with everybody. And then we'll try to get with alarm systems and stuff like that, and, make sure people, you know, are paying, and going with a little sticker, you know, they can stick on their garage door or something, or front door somewhere, you know, that says that they're up to date. Because we are getting a lot of, false alarms for, burglar alarms, and, you know, that does take time away from us. And so I would like to, y'all's permission to move forward with that, you know, checking into it.
On our alarm system now, because comment on mine currently. But anyway, is the number still county, or are we using our dispatch?
They're using our dispatch 90% of the time. Every once in a while, they'll still run through the county, and then we just talk to the homeowners if we make contact with them, say, hey, and we give them the number, and they say, okay, then they contact their alarm company and their alarm.
Part of this package, when you come and register, we can give them information that'll help set that. That's kind of what I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you and I talked about that after the last meeting, and I think it's a smart idea.
Yeah, I mean, and then, you know, and then to earmark that money for, you know, police use for training or, you know, whatever.
I think that's a good idea. Larry, what do you think? Jim? Terry?
No comment at this time.
All right.
If you need any help writing stuff up, let me know. Because
I'm gonna check with a couple other cities around and see kind of how theirs, see if I can get a copy of theirs and kind of see what they're, charging for that. You know, like I said, just be a yearly sticker.
are any of these home subdivisions going in, are they automatically including the alarm system in the home package?
I think most of them are.
So we need to be working with the home builders too, so that they know what's going on, and that'll, because that's what's going to drive it up, is all the subdivisions coming in,
Right,
cats jumping off couches and things like that.
right.
Currently, there's none of the home builders putting them in with
Okay.
that package.
Okay. I stand corrected
All
on
right
that.
then.
It'll help us with repetitive false alarms and give people some encouragement to actually get their alarm fixed.
You know, my house, you just jar the back door hard enough, sets the alarm off. So if someone starts in the back door, they'll be gone long before you get there.
Yeah. Well, see, a lot of the issues that we
Whether
run
it's a
into,
false alarm or not.
I don't know if it's, I don't know what it is. It's something to do with the rain, because when we have a lot of rain, they go off like crazy. I mean, just one right after another, it seems like.
All right. So you're good.
Yes, sir.
Scott, you got anything?
No, sir.
All right. I only guess we got Mr. Craig back there hiding. You got anything? All right, go around the table. Terry, you got anything?
No,
Tim?
no, sir.
Larry? James?
Just follow up on what Chris said then. Of the purchase capital equipment, we have 4 of the vehicles. The 5th one is waiting on a part to come in, so it has not been delivered yet.
That's the
The 450, the brush truck.
brush truck.
Yeah. And we've been working out a plan based on delayed in order of electronics, if we can still roll out the emergency vehicles the way that they are. So we're working on that plan as well.
Anything else?
That's all I got, sir.
All right. Any go backs from anybody?
I need to give everyone one of these on the council before you leave.
Okay.
Don't rush off, please.
All right.
Oh.
I don't know.
What was the
Do
question?
we know where we're at on the sewer project?
We Did you hear that we passed the geo study? We
Oh, you're
passed
talking
the
about the sewer plant, or you're talking about the one I'm going to? Yeah,
sewer
we
plant.
passed
We
the
passed the
sewer.
geo study and it can be built there on that property beside the other one. So now they're just working on that part right now.
And there was no benefit to building it across the road.
Right.
That was the two key things.
That's what I was gonna ask next, was did that other property, did we buy it or not?
It would have been the same
Yeah.
Okay.
as that, and it was really no benefit to move across the roads. They're just gonna leave it where we know and leave that property alone.
All right. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Motion from Larry, do I have a second?
Second.
Second from Terry, all in favor? Aye. Thank y'all for coming, thank you for this.
What I was saying about that. I would've been over something.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think the first beer was just,